Hello everyone. I know Muske, I'm waiting for them.
All right.
Let us wait for them, right? 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 Okay. Hello everyone. I'm audible. Let us wait for them, right? Okay. Hello everyone. As always, I'm audible. We start from we have today personal wins, organizational updates, educational updates, core dev updates, and important announcements. Okay. Hello, as always, I'm audible. We start from I start from my personal wins. We have today personal wins, organizational updates, educational updates, core dev updates, and important announcements. Okay. After as always, we start from I start from my personal wins is that I think we have I start to lead weekly wins today. Yeah, from me, it is my personal wins. So let me nominate one person and we can continue. Maybe ready.
Okay, thank you, Kalkidan. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, my week was pretty normal, and I wasn't do that much. But to mention one personal win for this week, Okay, I was able to finish my favorite comic, A Fantastic Four, and I read that comic again, and it was fantastic. And that was like the only win from this week. Yeah, that's all from my side, and I will nominate Abdi. Okay, if Abdi is not convenient place, I will go with Amla.
Okay, Pamela, can you share us your personal wins?
Okay, let's go with David. Amla is not so convenient place. Am I audible? Kalina? Okay, I will nominate Muscana.
Anyone can share us personal wins?
Okay, I
Aman?
nominated
Okay, okay.
Muscana. Muscana Alam.
I think he's streaming, right?
Okay, if that's the case, we can go with like Aman.
Aman, okay, we already started our weekly win, so we are sharing our personal wins. Me and Brady. Ms. Kanagita, can you share us your personal wins for this week? Miss Kate?
Or okay. So am I okay? So personal wins. What did I do this week? Um, I don't know. Oh, I don't think I have a personal wins. Maybe
You can.
since I'm Messi's fan of Messi, his team Inter Milan just won a match. I mean, a game with I think it's Porto. I'm not sure, and that can be considered as a personal win. But I don't think I have any. And I slept. Um, yeah, I've been sleeping a lot lately, and that can be also considered as a health win. Yeah, and am I the last one, or do you want me to nominate someone?
You can nominate and
Okay. Hmm, okay, I think
Hello, Miss Kana, can you speak up?
yes. You can't hear me?
can hear you.
So let me nominate Abdi Nani. Or
Did you not dominate me? Okay, because this is my first ever personal win, and I wasn't really prepared. But anyways, this week was awesome, like usual. Uh, I had an incredible time with Adot team. And we'll be working on a lot of things. And there is no specific thing that I want to mention. I think that's pretty much it. And I guess I should nominate some other person. Maybe if David Alamayo didn't, I will nominate you, if it's okay. Hello, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. This week I don't have any special needs or any special thing happened to me. Maybe club World Cup stuff. So that's something I really enjoy watching football. Maybe that. Apart from that, I don't have any win. So let me choose someone from Garam Srats. Next one.
Yeah. Okay. So am I audible? Okay. My wins for this week. I'm a graduating student and I'm done with everything this week, including exit exams. Yeah, that's my personal win, and I'm back at the office. Okay, should I nominate someone or?
Yeah, you have to nominate someone.
Okay, so in that case, okay, maybe Nathaniel Brook.
Oh, I just got in, so I guess Garam nominated me, right? So for this week's personal win, nothing new actually. It was a week that I enjoyed because we finished exams. We are free, even though we were working in the office. It felt like a break. And another win. Yeah, that's it. Had seen some results. They were good, decent. Yeah. So nothing new from my side. So should I nominate someone or?
Yeah, it's better to nominate, I think, to wait for you.
Sorry, what?
It's better to nominate another person to wait.
Okay. So
I think you have to proceed to the Clemens presentation. Maybe
Okay.
some. So when we finalize, you can join us and present the updates.
Okay. So let's continue. So Ethiopian education updates presented by Ikara.
Okay. So for the Ethiopian education updates, so first of all, let me introduce you myself. I'm Igaram. So I'm a head of education intern at AIT. Okay, so it's my first time to present Ethiopian education updates in the weekly wins. Okay, so basically in Ethiopia we have G5 and G6 educations. So for the G5 educations, there is nothing new. The students are on their final breaks, and the next phase planning is still an ongoing process. Yeah, and as a plan for the next week, finance break is going to be continued as well. Next education phase planning is also going to be continuing. So for G6 education, um, breaks for regular students have been finalized by this week. Yeah, and we are going to start our project phase education in the next week. And we're still conducting compensation sessions for March converters, because they were left with 2 lectures, recursion 2 and sorting 2. Yeah, and the lectures have been finalized, and today is a practice session. It's being held now. Project phase planning has also been completed, except for approval from Emre and Akash. We also organized a speedrun contest that aims at improving students' problem-solving skills, basically their speed. So the questions are easy questions, and the students are given a few amount of time, so they are going to practice on that contest, and it was held today. Yeah, and it was custom made by one of our head of education, and we collaborated with core dev team for escalate reach outs. Yes, today was one of the interviews for escalate applications, and we reached out to G5 and G4 graduates and reminded them um, to take this chance. Yeah, so we did that this week, and we also continued conducting the things round of one-on-one, and it's gonna be finalized on next week. So as a plan, we have as a plan for next week, we'll commence the project phase kickoff on Monday, and project phase onboarding will be prepared or held on next week. We are going to have many sessions like A2SV cultures, task tracking and effective note taking, generative AI, and GitHub Copilot usage. Yeah, the the project phase for this year is going to be AI based or AI enhanced project phase. So we're going to tell the students on when to use AI, when not to use, and the different mechanisms they can incorporate AI into their projects. Yeah, things like that. And text tax introduction and more are going to be held on the next week too. Yeah, so that's our plan. So we are also going to finalize the things round of one-on-ones on the upcoming week. Yeah, thank you. If you have any questions, you're welcome.
Okay, teams. Anyone who can have questions or have questions? You can raise now, or okay, we can continue. So, next is segment education updates presented by Reddy.
Okay, am I audible? Kalhidan.
Yeah, audible.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, hello team. I'm Nuruddin from Remote Education, and I'm gonna present you our last week performance and what we have doing on the last week and what we are going to plan to work on the next week as well. And I will start presenting from G6 Education, and we successfully delivered the DFS lecture for our whole students, and we conduct the recap session for our newcomers, and we covered recursion 1 recap session, and we finalized our 9th round of 1-1 session, and we already started our 10th round of 1-1 session on this week, and we plan to continue our second education phase by giving a lecture on BFS on next week, and we continue with recap session for our newcomers, and we are going to give them a binary search lecture, and we are planning to solve more problems from the previous tracks in order to cope up with the old students, and we are continuing with 10th round of 1-on-1s, and we are also planning to give a weekly contest on tomorrow, and we will like post our editorial on Monday, and that's all about like G6 educations. And to talk about G5 second education, they are still working on the starter project, and they are implementing the starter project, and they have been implementing this starter project since 1 month ago, and they are still doing on this task, and they are still continuing this implementation on the next week as well. Yeah, that's all from the remote education side, and if you guys have any question, you can raise them, and I would be happy to answer them.
Okay, thank you, Nuruddin. Anyone have questions? Or suggestions? Okay. Let's continue to.
Thank you.
Okay. Talent placement presented by Tuli. Is Tuli here?
Adam, please present Kakira. I'm not seeing on the list.
Okay.
Maybe you can jump to the next one and Megabyte can present his part.
Okay. So, HR presented by Adot. Human resource. Okay.
I'll continue my part. Actually, this week, more or less, yesterday and today, it was a busy day. Me and sorry, Nathal Agafari were conducting interview yesterday. We went to Astu and we had a chance to have interview with I think 20 something applicants from Addis Ababa Astu, and it was a good experience. It was first time after like many years I have to get the chance to interview candidates. And today we conduct the Addis Ababa University applicants around. They were around 21, and we divided into two groups. So I got a chance to conduct an interview, and it was a good. And this is the wish for this week. Our next plan is either Monday or Tuesday. We're gonna continue conducting interview. After that, we're gonna finalize and we're gonna submit the grade and everything. This is it. And can you go to the next part, the next slide?
Okay. Thank you, Dave.
Can you go to the next slide?
Okay.
So we have a new addition to the team, social media manager. So her name is Himani Sritacho. She's gonna introduce herself.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
So my name is Nardos Tagacho. I am the new social media manager, and I'm excited to work with you guys. Thank you.
So, starting from this week, we're gonna have an official social media manager. And if you have anything that's related to social media, you can reach out to Kalkidan, Nardos, or Skana. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. So let's continue to core dev presentation. So the first one is Escalate, presented by Ishatu.
Hello everyone, this is Shatu and I'm from Skillet. I'm audible. Okay, so I'm gonna represent our weekly wins and also the plan we have for next week. So this week we prepared a backend, frontend, and a full stack interview questions for Skillet candidates, and reached out to G4, G5, and G6 students for Skillet interview, and hosted potential candidates for Skillet in AS2 23 candidates, and in AIT 28, and in Adama AS2 9 candidates. And also we interviewed machine learning talents. Other than this, we also fixed client bugs on our Skillet backend. Also, we had a QA with Imre Varol about relocation to Rwanda. This is our weekly wins for this week. And the plan we have for the next week are first, like we plan to have a sync with frontend and the mobile team to work on our fixes, and also evaluate Skillet assessment given this week, and start working on bug listed on the bug tracker. These are a plan we have for the next week, and if anyone have a question.
Okay. Thank you, Shatu. Do any have a question or Escalate? Okay. Let's continue to next core dev, time, presented by Muskani.
All right.
Muski, you can continue.
Okay. So for time this week, our wins start from regarding our proposal on to Zaman Bank. That's still not yet to be completed because Imre is a bit busy this week, so we didn't have a final review, so we plan to do that in the coming weeks. Our next win is finishing some money ScreenFlow, our dang web app. That was our plan from last week, and we finished it. And so almost all of the UI from the web app is completed. And we also plan to test notification feature that was also planned from next week. We didn't do it because it's not like the backend yet to be fixed, the deployment, and we plan to fix that or create a new environment on GCP. And progress test coverage enhancement has been done both on mobile and backend. So for plans, we plan to submit the proposal once we get the green light from seniors, like from Emre. And also we plan to start web integration with backend in the coming week. And fix the deployment issue, or also create a new environment if we couldn't. And we plan also to progress on this coverage. And when right after the deployment environment is ready, we plan to test features like notification and others that has been done. Yeah, that's it for them. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me.
Okay, thank you, Skill. Do we know anyone question? Okay, let's proceed to next colleague, Adot, presented by Abdi.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna use this computer. Yeah, there's some inconveniences. So yeah, I'm gonna present Adot weekly wins. So I'm gonna start with our wins. We started working on comprehensive documentation for the Adot project based on Emre's suggestion. We added a feature to search and add patients using email. We used to use phone number. We tested the chat implementation with the backend. We were able to fix chat bugs on mobile devices. We fixed issues that doesn't show a number of unread notification. And from front end, we fixed the scrollability bug in the patient list. And the plans that we have for the next week include, we are planning to make our social media posts, and like every team member is planning to have posts to have a better reach. And we are going to continue working on a comprehensive documentation for some time. And on admin dashboard, we are going to review, and we are going to add patient search functionality using username. We used to use only email and phone number. So that's pretty much it. And thank you. And if anybody have any question, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you, Abdi. So let's go to the next coordinate presentation. SkillBridge presented by Dagmawi.
Okay, hello everyone. For this week's wins at SkillBridge, we fixed the build trigger issues at GCP for backend and admin web deployment. Our mobile team also has initiated iOS build release process. It's ongoing and hopefully it will be finished on the next week. Since the entrance exam dates are getting closer, we also started giving entrance mock exams. This week we give mock entrance exam for national science students, and we promoted the mock exams and contests through social media platforms. We also had a web app preview with Emre, and we have gotten useful feedbacks. And we also begin the UI UX design for parent side, and we have implemented bug fixes following the web review. And for the coming week, we plan to continue backend refactoring and bug fixes, and we will also be giving entrance mock exam for social science students. And also hopefully we will be finalizing the iOS build, and we will release the iOS version of the SkillBridge app. We will also hope to finish implementing custom context for the web, and our web team will be continuing code refactoring and UI UX. Any questions?
Okay, thank you, Dagmawi. So next is RateEat, presented by Adot.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. I'm having connection problems. Hope you can hear me. Okay, so for RateEat, the wins of this week are finalizing new added UI on payment and reviewing RateEat web business and QR menu. We also finalized Chapa payment integration. We have addressed comments from reviews from the previous weeks on the QR menu, and we have written integration tests on the backend. And for our plans for next week, we plan to have we will have a review session with Emre tomorrow, and of course we expect to get some feedback from him. And, we want to address those payments before we contact restaurants. We will also want to continue writing integration tests on the backend. We want to add filters and pagination for payment history. We already have those, but we want to update them. And we want to resolve payment socket issue on production. So, like the testing environment, everything works, but on production, we still can't ensure that the money goes to the restaurants' accounts, and that will be needed to fix. That will be fixed next week. That's what our plans are. Are there any questions?
Okay. So thank you, Nati, from RateEat. When we proceed to the next code is Akil, presented by Yusuf. Yusuf can continue.
Okay, so my name is Yusuf. I came from Akil, and I'm going to present you about our weekly wins and plans for our next week. So from our weekly wins, the first one is we have created a test deployment for Masar or Versailles. A little bit of information. Masar is a version of Akil that is being developed for Qatar market or for Qatar clients. So we have been working on Masar. So we have created we have deployed Masar before, but this is a different version, and we are also developing a new landing page a new landing page for Masar. So we have separate test deployment for that, and after we deployed it, we have been fixing mainly on the Masar web two type of bugs. The first one is UI and UX fixes. Since it is a landing page, the UI and UX must be intuitive, attractive, and also properly describe the platforms or what Masar does and its vision and its mission, and also its services accurately. And it also must be very attractive, or it also must be attractive for the user. So we have been fixing the UI and UX on multiple sections and components, and also we have been improving the web content. So based on our clients in the Qatar, they gave us the content about the platform. So what should be included on the platform? So we have been adding and we have been adding those contents on the website as well. On the mobile side, we have conducted a second review for the mobile app, for the Akil mobile app, and we also resolved the listed issues on the tracker sheet. So we have a tracker sheet called Akil tracker sheet, where when we log all the bugs and errors that occur throughout the development, or whether it be on the website or on the mobile side or in the backend side. So we have been listing those bugs and issues. So we have been consistently fixing them week by week. So that's what the mobile team did in this week also. And also from when we get back to Akil, we have resolved multiple issues also from the bug sheet, from the bug tracker sheet for Akil as well. And we have also tried to implement a chat functionality on the backend for Akil. So there's a chat functionality where the talents and the higher or the organizations could connect and talk or chat and chat about any issue that they might want. So we have tried to implement that on the backend, but there have been some issues and errors, so we have not completed it yet. So these are our weekly wins, and for our next week plans, we're gonna deploy the master web page after we finish the bugs, and we also gonna have a meeting with our clients in Qatar on the weekend. So after we receive their feedback, we're gonna finish up the web page, the website, and we're gonna deploy it on the real domain on the GCP. And we also try to finish the chat functionality on the backend in the next week. So, and also we're going to continue addressing issues on the mobile platform since we have recorded a lot of bugs on the mobile, especially on the both on the mobile and on the web. We're going to continue addressing those issues and try to finish fixing those bugs as soon as possible. And we're also going to implement unit and integrated testers and fix website issues. And finally, we're going to fix polling tests smoke on the backend. So we have mock testers that have been failing on the backend. So we're trying different testers to make sure that the backend is reliable, it's scalable, and bug free. So we're going to fix those testers that are failed. And that's pretty much it for our weekly plans. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Okay, if there are no questions, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, C from Akil. So next, Ghana educational updates presented by Nathan. Any updates from Ghana? Okay. Nathan or anyone from Ghana? Okay, so let's continue to the conclusive remarks. Akash.
Kalkidan.
Yeah.
Wait for Emre.
I thought you told me to change to Akash. Dev, can we continue to Hannah?
All right, team, can you hear me?
We Can't hear you.
So
Emre.
maybe could you please take us back to organizational wins?
Okay.
Or have you guys covered it? No? Okay. If we change angle, maybe a little bit colors.
Emre, here is a technician.
Kalkidan, could you please navigate to the organizational wins?
Yeah, here is Emre.
Oh, it's lagging here. Okay, maybe I can look at the other screen. All right, team. So, relatively speaking, could you please decrease the sound? I keep your head. Thank you. So, relatively speaking, a busy week, team. We have a lot of tasks to be accomplished, and there are a few that are currently in progress. So, the biggest update: immigration paperwork is finished. I got my passport back, and my trip to Rwanda is happening on Monday. So Monday, 3 p.m., hopefully this time. The previous flight was also 3 something p.m. Hopefully this time I will be able to fly and arrive there. So everything looks good on the paper at the moment. Next, we have finished the updates to the Ethiopian Airlines proposal. And we had the meeting with Gebeyahu, who is working in the CEO office. And he suggested us to get support from malls first and then go to Ethiopian Airlines with that support. Because he says this is how things work here. If we get supported by a government institute that is asking the private institutions to support us, it is a lot easier to make things work. And we may not be able to get cash support directly, but flight tickets for the hackathon or running our operations can be provided, he said. So we are following that path. Now we created the MOLS proposal. After processing that and getting the support, we will go back to Ethiopian Airlines. Next, we had a great meeting with Dr. Derece, who is the president of Addis Ababa Science and Technology University. He has expressed his strong support for our program and said, Emre, like we have many different organizations we work with, and the top tier is trusted partners. And A2SV is one of our top trusted partners. We love this program. We love the impact that you are doing. And no matter what, we need to keep this program. We don't have budget. Can we run it as, can we make it low cost program, but somehow let's keep this up at us. So this was a special request by the president. And I am very happy to see his willingness to keep A2SV up and so that means we will see Akil team on the new Masar landing for Qatar network. And the web page is looking really great. First Yosef, then rest of the Akil squad. They have been doing fantastic job in a short amount of time. They delivered a great website. I am really feeling proud of it and looking forward to present it to the Masar folks from Qatar. So again, thank you very much, Akil folks, Yosef, great teamwork. Next, we had our board meeting, and there is a big change coming. As you know, we are financially struggling, and one of the channels we can generate some money is through our board. Usually in non-profit organizations, there is an executive board and there is an advisory board. An executive board pays. They support the organization financially. They bring connections. So we mention about this to our board members, ask their support, and also notify them about this upcoming change. So if they are not going to support financially, they will be on the advisory end, and the ones that are supporting will be on the executive board. And we have also discussed the future of our operations. We have informed the board about not having sponsor for Ethiopia, as well as the developments in Rwanda and our potential relocation. So they understand the situation and agree with the proceeding. Next, escalate interviews. So team, I especially choose continuing symbol for this because at AAIT, due to some conflicting schedules, and miscommunication. We weren't able to invite all our eligible and interested candidates, but for the rest, the interviews are completed. So kudos to Asnake, Team Escalate, Education Squad, as well as Nati T and David HR. So we have been running back-to-back interviews for, in total, about 60 people in a few days. And like the operations are run with high quality. I am very grateful for our dedicated members. So there is a great opportunity here, team, because we have more than 100 people that are graduating and interested in Escalate opportunities. If we can connect these people with remote opportunities, this is going to generate enough financial revenue to support our operations. So we are going to be self-sustainable. In that regard, this is a very big opportunity for our organization, and I'm very happy to see that we are doing our best to take the best out of this opportunity. So hopefully next week the interviews are going to finish, and we are going to have the full picture about the talent we have, their strengths, their weaknesses, their technical skills, their characters, their soft skills. Next, as to impact report, indeed the report is completed, I guess, right, Biruk? So we didn't print and deliver. That's why I wanted to put the in progress symbol. But kudos to Biruk Melese, our UX squad head. The report is looking really great. We have already demonstrated it to Dr. Derece. He really liked it. And we are going to deliver the hard copy. Indeed, the 2024 impact I wrote, but this is going to be our A2SV impact report, right? We have broadened the concept. Our full impact report is also coming, team, because one of the issues that we observe now, people didn't see the quantified impact of A2SV. So they don't understand what kind of a big change we are making in the future of African tech ecosystem. And we need to make this obvious, we need to make this visible, and this impact report is going to help us in that regard. So when we look at the plans for the next week, the new landing page for Masar will be deployed. We want to publish the impact report next week. And as you see, majority of the agenda for the next week is about Rwanda trip. I will be arriving there Monday evening. Akash is going to be arriving there Monday night. And starting Tuesday, we are going to be having meetings and arrangements. We will be there for 2 weeks. We hope that this is going to be enough to settle things down with the incorporation, office rental, as well as corporate houses rental, on top of all the other meetings and document signings. So this is how things look for the next week, team. But as I said, Escalate interviews will continue, and we are going to be full force on making placements. Some opportunities are already arriving, but more opportunities are baking. So please stay tuned for more updates in that regard. Thank you very much for your time and energy, team. This may be my last weekly wins in Ethiopia for a while. But I know that this is not going to be the last one for sure, because we will be back when our efforts, when our impact is recognized, and when we are shown the necessary support to scale our operations in this country. We love Ethiopia, we love Ethiopian people, and when we have the necessary support, it would be our pleasure to continue empowering the next generation of tech talent in this country. But for now, how things look for the next generation, we will do our best for the A2S, but for AAIT, we didn't get any move from the management. Still no meeting took place. So it's not as positive as the other schools. This is how things look. Thank you very much, team. If you have any questions or points, please bring them. So if not, let me ping Akash, team. I don't know if he's in the meeting. I asked him to join around this time. Let me just call him. Please, brother, your turn. Nothing defining special. Yes, weekly wins. Yes. So all right. Thank you, brother. Kalkidan, I get the confirmation from Akash. Feel free to come to the conclusive remarks. I think in a minute he's going to join us. And maybe while we are waiting for Akash team, I can share very little about the Escalate interviews. I didn't have such extended interaction with G5, G6, and some G4 members. Since G3, I'm not very involved on the education end. And what I have seen is we have such a great community, guys. Very driven people. They know how to articulate their ideas. They have great technical skills. They are hungry for success and experience. And I really think 80% is already ready. This is my genuine opinion. And I can't wait to make the 100% ready and connect with opportunities. So thank you very much. I see Akash here. Akash, the stage is yours, brother.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Thank you. So I think one of the things that I really want to focus on is getting a little bit of the segue of Emre was saying right now, which is it is interesting to see at this point in time the fruits of everything that we've been chasing and collecting over the past 2-3 years. And one of the things that I want to really share the appreciation out of is the fact that we are at a stage where we can finally see the results being collected out of the educational system that was set up. And some of you individually might have felt that for a long time now, and we know that, we appreciate that. We had some other people from other generations going to big companies because we wanted to go to Google, to Amazon, to Bloomberg, Databricks. And at this point, one thing that really makes me happy is I see a lot of talent that wants to contribute within the African continent, within A2SV, with us as well. And I'm proud of that because it goes to show how amazing this program can be and how impactful it can, the kind of impact it can have in your lives. So I want to leave this with this one note, which is be grateful for what you have and be grateful for the fact that you got the opportunity to be in such a program. Be grateful to know that your life can change in a heartbeat. And it's not an illusion. It's not something that will not happen. It's really within the realm of your hands. And the fact that we can see that as well just feels like it's a sort of gratification that comes with this kind of feeling. So I really want to emphasize that point. I unfortunately did not. I was not able to be part of any of the interview processes and interview rounds. But the feedback that I got, and actually seeing that and hearing that, made me understand how much amount of progress that we have made so far. So I'll leave that with this one note, which is be grateful. Being grateful is a very important skill that you should have in your life, and in this particular case, knowing that you have a place that made you or can make you achieve things that you will never be able to if you were not here at the right place at the right time.
Okay, thank you, Akash. So let's end our today's weekly wins here. Thank you, everyone. See you next week.
Kalkidan, how about the quote of the day, brother?
Yeah, I missed that. Akash already told us best quotes, I think. So, quote of the day. Akash, are you there? So, can you read this?
Yeah, I can read it. I think, well, what it says is success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Which is whenever you're trying to chase success, which is the same as, I would say it's the same parallel you can have when you're chasing happiness. Chasing happiness is not a goal. I think people that are successful, they are successful within the boundaries that they're looking for. And being happy also is a process, not an end goal. So being successful should be seen the same way. And I think this matches quite well the idea of what we've been seeing the last couple of days and this week in particular, which is I see so much potential for success, so much. And I think the people that we've been interviewing have no idea of it. I would like you to keep it that way, because success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. So I think Henry David Thoreau was very right on that.
Okay, thank you, Akash. Thank you, all of you. So, see you next week.
Thank you very much, Steve. Take care. See you.